And Representative Lamb, this legislation is coming your way in that committee.
We're excited for it. This is really what we ran on, trying to help areas like mine in Western Pennsylvania get up off their feet, not just after the pandemic, but after 40 years of job loss and the collapse of the steel industry. We know that you have to make these types of investments in order for us to be competitive again, not just competitive against Ohio, which has been our longtime foe, but against China. I mean, that's what we have in the 21st century. So we're excited for this bill, and I think we're going to get it done.
There's a big difference between this legislation, obviously, and the relief plan that was just passed, that you helped just pass, where immediately people were getting $1,400 delivered directly to them. You pass an infrastructure bill, and people in your district might not see something happen for years, and they might not know that the reason that fix is happening to that bridge is what Congressman Lamb voted for a couple of years ago.
Well, that's on us to, first of all, be practical about the bill and make sure we include things in it that can be done in the first year. And that's actually something I have worked on a lot with Republicans, by the way. We're trying to give state departments of transportation the money they need to get projects on the roads and on the bridges this year. They all had projects that they canceled because they didn't get their gas tax revenue last year. If you think about it, most people were not driving around as much as they usually did. And so you have all these projects that are actually permitted, ready to go. The workers were planning to be out there, and it got canceled at the last minute due to lack of revenue. So we're going to have things like that in the plan that will give us things to talk about and show right away. And then we'll continue selling this over the long term. But I can say, just from talking to people living around here, everyone knows our infrastructure is out of date. You can physically see it. I mean, the bridges are rusty and cracked, and you hear about it all the time, and everybody experiences the roads and the washouts every spring with the rainstorms. And so people believe in this, and they believe that it's necessary, and I think we're going to be able to make a strong case.
Infrastructure, it might not be the first thing that comes to voters' minds when they're talking to you. Maybe for some it is. But when you do get it to that subject, what do people in Western Pennsylvania tell you they want to see in something like this?
They want us to be practical. Everyone knows that there are long-term challenges having to do with climate change and, many of the other kind of social aspects of this plan that President Biden has talked about. But the number one thing people care about is jobs and what is this doing for our local economy. So we are an area where outside of the city of Pittsburgh, a lot of people still make things and do things with their hands. They drill for natural gas. They make and manufacture plastic. They make steel and specialty metals. And so people want to know, what impact does this have on our industry? Well, a huge one, because we're going to have the strongest Buy American provisions of all time in this package. And it's going to drive manufacturing and transportation business, not just the building of the infrastructure itself. But to your first question, the point you're really making is, we need to make sure that that is direct, that it hits the economy quickly, that we know how to explain it and point to specific examples. And we have those, but the bill needs to be designed in such a way that it actually fixes the problems that we have here. And I'm going to be part of that. That's my job.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.